Well, my dear students, the today's lecture is related with the electronics very fundamental matter that we have already known, and we have several idea regarding this particular matter, that is the transistor. Actually, first of all, I want to say that we have already discussed in my previous lecture, that's AOTD AP format. I am representing this transistor with this AOTD AP format. First of all, if I ask these questions to you, what is the analytical meaning of this transistor? What is the analytical meaning of this transistor? I think you say that it is a transfer resistor. So if I ask these questions against to you, that transfer resistors, how we can prove it as a transfer resistor? Well, suppose, I think you are all aware about the P junction, P-type material, N-type material, and P-type material, PN junction and NPN junctions, regarding all those things. I am just starting from this particular portions, okay? So I am not concentrated on the previous portions, PNP or NPN, other things. I am just representing the circuitry and analysis, and then regarding this I am just representing the transistor's activity. The transistor is two-part representing, that is the trans resistors. It is the transfer and the resistors. So transfer resistors, how we can define? Suppose I am considering this one pipe. This pipe is developed with a P-type material. In intermediate, that it is N-type material, and another is the P-type material. Okay. Now, what I am doing, I am just sending one electron, just force from here to this, go through with this pipe. What I am doing actually, I am introducing the electron just passing through this pipe. Electrons is imposed, that means I am just bias this electron to go through with this pipe. Okay. So bias means I am just introducing electron, that means I am introducing some voltage. So biasing means we are introducing voltage. For that reason, this electron is passing through this particular pipe. Okay. So we can conclude in this particular positions that biasing means introducing the voltage. Okay. Now I am introducing this electron through this, that means we are biased. What happened? This electron first come this particular position, this is P-type. I think you are all aware about this P-type material, that is the majority carrier is hole. The acceptability of electron is too high here. As it is hole, its attraction capability is very high. Okay. So it is very easily come in this particular positions. Okay. We are applying the biasing force. Okay. Now here, in this particular positions to this particular position, that's P-type to the N-type, how it is go through. The P-type positions you show, it's attracting the electron, and this N-type positions, the majority carrier is the electron. This electron is trying to repel this particular electron. This resist this electron. Yes or no? This is the resist the electron. Okay. So there is some resistance. Is it? So as there is some resistance, so here one types of resistance we can able to know, that's resisting activity, but this overcome by the biasing force for the voltage. Is it okay? And then it is come to this particular positions, and then you show here the electrons majority carrier in this n-type positions is high electron, majority carrier is electron. You want to repel this electron, and here the majority carrier is the hole which is accepting this electron. That means the resistance of these particular positions, these junctions, resistance of these junctions, then these junctions is low. It is low resistance than this. Is it clear or not? Clear? So we can say that the resistance is transferred from these positions to these positions. Yes or no? Resistance is transferred from these junctions to these junctions. Is it? So in case of transistor, if I am considering this thing like that way, this is the p-type, this is n-type, this is p-type, this is base, emitter or collector, whatever it may be, that can be representing like that way. This is the thing, that is PNP, this is PNP, or NPN. Everything is a vice versa happening in the NPN concept. Is it okay? Well, so we can show that transistor is called transfer resistor for this particular reasons. Okay. Now next portions of this particular transistor topic, I am not go for this NPN or PNP or whatever it may be, how we can draw NPN or PNP. I think you know about all those things. Okay, what is the collector, emitter or base. I am just come to those portions, the very important portions. We have to know that I want to say one thing. There is two type of analogy. Introducing this two type of analogy, it is possible to define any types of circuit of the transistors. What is the analogy? One is the current analogy, another is the electron analogy. This analogy, current analogy means current flow from this side to this side. For that reason this activity is working. And electron is the vice versa concept. Electron is flow from this side to this side. That means current is flowing this side to this side. Okay. So the vice versa. And for that reason activity is done. That is the electron analogy. By using the electron flowing, if I am defining the transistor's activity, that means electron analogy. And by using the current flowing, for the flowing of current, if I am discuss the transistor, that is we can call the current analogy. Okay, current flowing, that is current analogy. Electron flowing with the electron analogy. Okay. Now at the modern age, the transistors considerations for the engineering purpose, as we are always discuss about that, I am just sending the current on the switch and the fan is rotating or tube light is on. So that's on the current analogy's considerations. Okay. So we are considering these transistors as a current analogy concept. Okay. One term, one statement we have already, I am just going to discuss that introducing this particular statement, it is possible to represent any types of complicated transistor circuit. Introducing one particular statement. The statement is the base is called the current controlled pin of transistor. This is very important. The base is called current control pin of the transistor. If I increase the current of the base, then collector to emitter resistivity is decreases, collector to emitter resistivity is decreases, huge current flow from collector to emitter. What I said? Base is called current control pin of the transistor. If I increase the current in the base, then collector to emitter resistivity is decreases, huge current flow from collector to emitter. Suppose this is the transistor. This is base. This is collector.
Emitter.
Emitter.
Very
Very good. So this is NPN or PNP? NPN transistors. Okay. This is NPN transistors. Okay, I am coming to this particular point. This confusion is arise all times. How we can say that it is NPN transistor? I will come to this particular position. That is NPN transistor. P to N. That's why NPN. Okay. I am just representing the current analogy. What I say? Base is called current control pin of the transistors. This base is called the current control pin of the transistor. If I increase the current in the base, then collector to emitter resistivity is decreases and huge current flow from collector to emitter. And again repeat, if I increase the current in the base, very small current, for that reasons collector to emitter resistivity is decreases, huge current flow from collector to emitter. Introducing this analogy, it is possible to represent any. This analogy is actually the nothing. It is actually the switching analogy. I am representing it the another way. It's the engineering way, circuit analysis way. Okay, introducing this particular aspect. Okay, and representing like that way, it is possible to any types of circuit can be defined. Now, how we can define? Base is called current control pin of transistor. If I increase the current in the base, collector to emitter resistivity decreases, huge current flow from the collector to emitter. Suppose this is a cap bomb. From here the water is coming. Okay, so if I am just rotating this, what I say, that is a tap actually. Okay, so the water is flow from there. We get the water from here. If I, how much we can just open, the much more water is coming here. Okay, so just like this base, sure. This is, you consider, this is the collector, this is emitter. Okay, and this is the base. And I am introducing this, that means I am introducing the current. Okay, I am just introducing the current, that means huge current flow from the collector to emitter. Okay, clear now? Okay. Now, this is actually the concept. Clear? So this is analogical point of view. I am just representing like that. Now come to the point. Suppose this is our transistors. I am just going to just ornament of these transistors. Ornament means I am just introducing some resistance, voltage source or whatever. What is the requirement? I am just coming to this particular point, and here I am introducing one resistance, introducing one voltage source in here, like that. I am introducing the resistance in here. This is in here. Now these are the variable voltage source. Suppose I am introducing this type of circuit. Why I am doing? I am come to this particular point. First of all, I am just show that I am introducing, this is the transistor, introducing one resistance, here one voltage source, here one voltage source, which is two or variable voltage source, here one voltage source, here one another variable voltage source. Okay. Now I am asking you this question that that if I am introducing this type of circuit, any types of, suppose fan is rotating, switch is there. Okay. So so this is the input and the fan is rotating, this is the output. Okay. That's true. Now in the case of transistor, if you considering this tap call, the base is introducing, that is actually the input, yes or no, and the output is the collector portions and emitter portions to the collector portions, is it? Collector to emitter portions, is it? ठीक है ना? So we can representing that output portions is considerations of the emitter and collector portions, and input portions is considerations with the base portions. Is it okay? Clear? As we are showing the tap call, that's we have already discussed. So from that point of view, we can say this portions is the input portions of this circuit, and this portions is the output portions of this circuit. Clear? Now, as this is the input portions and this is the output portions, there is some entity. Entity that is, I am just considering, that is RB, this is RC. Okay, this is C, this is E, this is B. Okay, there is current is flowing, that is IB. There is a one current flowing, that is IC. I am just representing the notations. That is the VCC and this is the VBB. Why I am write VBB? Just for you can say that VPP, VCC, VDT, whatever. VCC, VKK, VTT, whatever. That's have no any notation. That VB for base, for that VC that collector, for that VCC. Okay, nothing. Clear? And now, if I am asked these questions to you from the output side, if you show this is the output side, this is the output side, the base, you show one portion is common to the input side, another to the output side of these three terminal of the transistors. Which terminal is common to the input side and output side? This emitter is common to the input side and the output side. You sure? This is the input side is common. So we just representing it as a mode, that is the C mode. Clear? Now, from that point of view, that emitter is common to the input side and output side. If I am asked these questions, what is the parameter? What are the parameter? What are the entity is presented in the input side of the circuit? What are the entity? Which are the entity? Entity means the voltage, resistance, current, What are the entity? You show this is the entity, this is the entity, this is the entity, this is the entity, this is the entity. Clear? So these are the entity in the input side. Okay. Now I am asking you these questions. Which one is the effective entity in the input side? That means introducing these two entities, it is possible to represent all the entity. You show this and this is the special and actual entity of the input side. Why? Because this is representing with that. Because if I increase this, this is decreases. If I increase this, this is increases. Okay. And if I increase this, this is increases. Okay. So this one and this one is the effective dependent parameter of the input side. Okay. So these two are special parameter of the input side of the transistors. For that reasons, we can able to characterize the input of the transistor introducing these two effective parameters. One is VB, another is the IB. Okay. Now we can able to plot these particular things like that. I think you know about all those things because this is the diode forward characteristics. Just there is nothing to say. That's the very simplest way, the diode forward characteristics. So this is the diode forward characteristics. This is the PN junctions diode. PN. NPN transistor, this is the PN. If I increase this voltage, then current is increasing, and then like that way this is type of graph is arising. Okay? Clear? So this is actually the forward characteristic, that is the forward characteristic of diode, and this is the PN junctions, and this is the input characteristics of the transistors. Why I am input? I am representing that already. Okay. Now I am come to the point of the output portions of the transistors. Output of the taper. In here you show this is very effective, this is very effective. Okay. Here what are the parametric entity? If I ask these questions to you, what are the parametric entity? VCC, IC, RC. What are the parametric entity? I am not coming to the point. Here one voltage, that is VCE, IC, RC, VCC. That's all. Okay, IE. Clear? Or anything? That's all. I am just considering the output side. Think about like that way. I am considering the output side. You show here, this is VCC, IC, RC, VCE. These are active part. And you show, I have already discussed basis called current control pin of the transistor. For increase the IB, the effectives there. So this is also another interesting part of that. That is input output is representing in like that way, connected with like that way. Okay. Now the very interesting matter is coming. That is, suppose I want to plot in case of this particular output portions, the characteristics is defined by this VCE and IC. Why? Because IC is effective for these, effective for these, all those, and VC is also effective for this also. For that reason, that I am considering the IC and VC. There is a VC, there is a IC. I am just considering. Okay. Now, just suppose it is a 12 volt. This is also 12 volt maximum. This is 12 volt maximum. This is 12 volt maximum. I am setting to the 6 volt first. So there is 6 volt. So for that reason, the current is flowing here. That is IB6. Suppose 12 volt. From there I am just representing it 6 volt, changing it 6 volt. This is variable voltage source 6 volt, and from that for this 6 volt, that IB6 is passing through this particular resistance. Okay, very nice. Now I am increasing this particular VCC from 0 to 12 volt. I am just increasing this particular VCC from 0 to 12. Okay, for that reason current is changing. Each and every change, current is changing. Clear? Okay. Now I am coming to this particular point. Suppose a door, a room, and there is a door. Okay. This door is open. Suppose this is the room, this is the door, and door is open like that. Suppose this is half. So there is only certain 2 persons capable to go and outside and onside, inside or outside. Okay. If this door is shut down too much, that means like that, then 1 person can capable. If it is totally open, then 1, 2, 3, 4 people can able to togetherly they can able to pass through this door. Okay? This door is totally locked, fully locked, highly secured. Nobody can pass. But this hatch is not given. At that moment, if outside there is some persons can capable to through this door, and then it is possible to pass. Clear? Right. Now, just considering these particular things you are in your mind, I think you know about this particular mind. Just come to these positions. I am increasing from 0 to 12 volt. First of all, what happened? This DC. As this is increasing, this voltage is increasing, IC is increasing. I am just changing that 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, like that way I am changing the voltage. That IC is changing, and then it is changing like that way. As the VC is changing, IC is also changing. Okay? After a certain period, the VB is in the 6 volt. Okay? So IB is the 6. That means door is open in the middle positions. Okay? So 2 persons can be capable to out and in possibility through this particular door. Okay, so it is impossible to increase this, so for that reasons it is saturated. If I increase this voltage, it is not possible to pass greater than 2%. Suppose a tap call, suppose the tap call, the flow is coming and it is in this particular position, particular force is there, nothing greater. If I increase, then huge water can come in. Is it clear? So same thing, that is the, if I increase at first time, it is increase. After that, like that. First of all, I am introducing the water, certain age of water. It's coming like that way. After that, I am increase the water, but how much it can able to pass? Only this particular can be pass. Only this particular current will be pass. Is it okay? Clear? So it is for what case? For IB6. It is effective, that IB is the effective parameter of this output side, and this is the output characteristics. This is actually the output characteristics of the transistors basically. Okay. Now come to the point that if IB, now I am asking you this question, that if I am increasing this 6 volt to the 8 volt, that means this IB is 8, here IB is IB8. In that case, the IB is IB8, as it is the 8 volt, that is there is an IB8. For that reasons, door is open, 3% can capable to go. This is open, much water can be passing through this particular tap. So first of all, it is increasing. If I am increasing this voltage, VC is increasing. If I increase this voltage, VC is increasing. It is go like that way. After that, it is for IB8, as the here 2% can capable. After then, this is 3% can capable. The amount of water is this. Amount of water is increasing. Clear? Clear? Okay. So for that reasons, same things happen for IB5, IB4, IB3, IB2, IB1, 2, 1, like that. Now I am representing that VBB equals to 0. Okay, that means full off, door is locked. Lock means just hatch. Okay, and then I am introducing huge pressures in here. If this tap call is working for 20 years, then it is possible to very small drop is coming through this particular tap call. I think you saw about that. Okay. So very small current is passing through this. That is for IB0. Okay, very small current, and that is called the cutoff positions of this particular output characteristic. Okay, that is called the cutoff conditions of this output characteristic. Okay. Now I am asking another questions to you. Is these things like that, like that, like that? Infinite positions is go, or what is the barrier? It is the voltage 12 volt. Why 12 volt? Yes. As it is the 12 volt, suppose I have one voltage source and I have one what I say, that is bulb. Okay, I am introducing with this voltage source to this bulb, and I say that this is the voltage source 5 volt and this is the bulb. Is it possible this bulb voltage is greater than this? It is impossible. It is always lower than this particular voltage. It is always less than the 5 volt. Okay, so it is impossible. There is some barrier. This barrier is VCC. Not this is the VCC, sorry. This is the barrier, that is VCC. And this is the current, maximum current. That is the VCC by RC. Okay, so this is the VCC, maximum barrier. This VC is not able to get the greater than conditions of VCC. VC is not able to greater than condition of VCC. There is stop positions, and this IC is always maximum value is the IC is the VCC by RC, as the maximum value of voltage is VCC, as the Ohm's law considerations. Okay. So this point is very effective and this point is very effective. This circuit can capable to take the load from this particular point, and this particular point is can be capable to take the load of this particular current. Maximum load of current is this, maximum load of voltage is this. Is it yes or no? Yes. Maximum load of voltage, maximum load of current. If I am joined this maximum load of current and maximum load of voltage, then a line is developed. This line is the barrier capable to take the load of the circuit, that is called the load line. That is called the load line. Several things are there. I am come to this particular other things related to this transistor in the very next class. I hope you can understand this preliminary concept of the transistor, introducing the current analogy. Maybe it's a different aspect, and somebody show this, if this video can be criticized this, but as per my knowledge, as per my representation, I think this is the perfect. I will do for my best. Thank you very much.